The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad that you've tuned in, coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio. Pizza Ranch, with more than 7 locations across the state of Missouri. They host the Scoreboard Guy tip-off clubs, quarterback clubs, and soon-to-be lead-off clubs around the state of Missouri. Come in for the best fried chicken in the state of Missouri and all the pizza and ice cream you can eat. Also presented by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank, with more than 100 locations in 6 states, cares as much about your money as you do. Great Southern Bank, member FDIC. Doak Propane and Liuna Labor's Local 663. Labor's Local 663, building Missouri and building Missouri State. Pleased to be joined now by Helias Crusader head women's basketball coach, Coach Garrett Wiggans. And Coach Wiggans, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, anytime. Appreciate you having us on.
Coach, this is a Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, and we've got Adalyn Koeling there on occasion of her 1,000th career point. But before we visit with Adalyn, you guys, you're 15-4 on the season, and you're up next in the Central Bank of the Ozark, Central Bank shootout. Tell us a little bit about your season up to this point.
Yeah, the season started out, about as well as you can hope for. Winning the Comic Classic in Fatima for the second time in a row, and going on the road a lot and playing a lot of top 10 schools in Class 5 and Class 6. A lot of big wins early, especially right before that New Year, and then after the New Year we've kind of been up and down a little bit. Kind of hitting that mid grind season. You start playing 20 some games, you get in that kind of a mode where it's just the long basketball season that we have, it can wear on you. But we're taking this weekend off, and hope to get rolling again. And this is the point in the year where you really want to start playing your best basketball. And I think this point in the year, after the grind kind of wears off, you start getting your eyes set on districts, and that's where we're at right now, is trying to play good basketball as we roll into February and March.
24-8 a year ago, you finished 3rd in the state. Talk about what you kind of had to replace, coming into this season, due to graduation, and who's kind of stepping in and filling those roles.
Yeah, so we're kind of a unique situation where our 3 seniors that we graduated last year were big key players for us, but they all came off the bench. So we're fortunate enough to have all of our starters back for this year, and I think that's just a huge experience and confidence booster for these girls who have been there, done that. And we talk about all the time, though, it's going to be hard to repeat that, especially when we have to move up another class from 4 to 5 this year. But we have a lot of experience in our starting 5. They played at JQH last year. A lot of pressure for us, and a lot of excitement and fun. And I think the girls, really want to get back there and do that again. And I think that's the reason why we kind of started the season off like we did.
You Class 5, District 5. You got Capital City, Jeff City, Pacific, Summit, Union, Washington, and Windsor. Do you get an opportunity to play? I mean, obviously with Jeff City, Capital City being right there, you get an opportunity to see, most of the members of your district.
Yeah, we've had an opportunity to go watch a few of those teams too. They played close around where we could make a trip up there and watch them live. And obviously, being in the CMAC, we'll play Cap City and Jeff City, so get a good measuring stick there. But it's teams that we're familiar with. We've played them in the past, or we know a little bit of things about them, and it's going to be a tough district, especially when you have to go on the road. Our district's kind of spread out a little bit, so but that shouldn't be anything new for us. We're pretty used to traveling. The past 3 years I've been a head coach, I feel like we travel all across the state, and sometimes it's fun, especially when you're on the winning end, and hopefully we get that done come March.
And again, visiting with Helias Crusader head girls basketball coach Garrett Wiggans on our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, Adalyn Koeling, on the occasion of her 1,000th career point. Coach, talk about what about Adalyn makes her special.
It's just all around player. I mean, we rely on Adalyn a lot, and she does have a good support cast around her with the four girls that she starts with, and the handful of girls who come off the bench. But the kids put in the work, and that's the only way you score 1,000 points. Any 1,000-point scorer you look at, throughout the last 10 years, you can't say they haven't put in the work. She's put in the work, even when it's you're not watching her, when eyes aren't on her. She's always shooting. Her rebounding has been phenomenal the past 2 years, and you just see the growth from when she started as a freshman. She started every game as a freshman. I don't know that she's missed a game yet in her high school career. So, it's just a testament to her work ethic and her skill level that, it's our first 1,000-point scorer, I think, since 1995 here.
Wow. Well, Adalyn, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network, Missouri State Highway Patrol, and Chevrolet, congratulations.
Thank you.
You bet, on being named an Athlete of the Week. And tell us, first question is, do you always wear your seatbelt?
I do. Yes.
Very good. And going into this, were you aware that you were approaching that 1,000 points?
Yeah, I knew I was pretty close. Well, I had a couple different numbers, so I wasn't really sure where I was, but I knew I was somewhere around the range.
Yeah. What happened when you hit that, or were you not made aware of it until after the game?
No, I hit it, and I didn't know my mom had shirts made, so she had her 1,000, like an 1,000 on her shirt, and they had balloons, and it was honestly great. They were the best whenever I hit it.
And who was that against, and what kind of shot?
It was a layup. It was against what was the team we played for? Maplewood. Yeah. And I drove baseline and I shot a layup.
Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit about your career. Have you been, what position do you play, and has that changed over your career, and has your game changed?
I play a forward, but I wouldn't really consider it a forward. I kind of come in and out. My freshman year, I was mostly in the paint, and then since then, I've kind of backed out and been shooting more threes and stuff. So it's changed a lot. Just from my three to being able to step out and hit them, which I couldn't do in my freshman year. There wasn't the same.
Now, Adalyn, you're a senior.
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Okay, very good. Very good. So what, as you look forward coming into your junior year, did you have any, team goals or personal goals coming into this season? Obviously, to get back to the Final Four would be part of it.
Yeah, I would say a big one for team-wise was to get back to the Final Four. I think that's everyone's goal on our team. And for me personally, hitting my 1,000 points was a big one.
Are there games as you look, you look at a schedule, and I do this just by the nature of what I do. This is a game I'd like to be at, at top of the list maybe was probably that Helias Catholic Republic game, on the girls' side. Are there games that you look forward to when you see your schedule? Maybe it's a rivalry game. Maybe someone on the other team.
Yeah, there's a lot of games, especially with like Republic. I knew one of the girls played on our 17 EYBL, so it was going to be a really good game, and I was excited for it. I was excited to go down to Springfield and play and just see how we did.
Now, and I know you're just a junior, but just have you looked at maybe what your options might be following your senior year?
I definitely want to play basketball in college. That's a big option for me.
As you look back on your career, who has kind of influenced you? Maybe it's upperclassmen, your freshman year. Maybe it's a junior high coach. Maybe, your current coach obviously has had an influence. Parents, who are some of the people that have really influenced you?
I think my biggest influence were probably my dad, just because he wants it just as bad, if not more, than I do, and he's constantly in the gym with me and making sure I get better. And he definitely helps a lot in my career.
What is something right now that you feel like you're doing really well? And then tell us something that maybe you feel like you need to improve on to maybe make that jump to the next level.
I think right now, especially in the past couple of games, just being able to find the open girl is something I've really done good at, and something I'm struggling with a little bit is my my defense, if I'm being honest. That's definitely, I'm working on it, but still not where it should be.
And Coach Wiggans, were those accurate statements?
Yeah. I mean, and you can coach for 100 years, and every year you're going to have a girl who needs to work on defense. So yeah, it's nothing new, but she works really hard, and definitely one of the girls that gets us where we need to go.
Foul trouble a problem?
She's actually been pretty good this year. Her freshman year, she had to learn the referees don't like you touching people. So she's definitely gotten better.
Very good. Very good. Well, Adalyn, again, on behalf of Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, congratulations for being named an Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
And Coach, kind of the same question we asked Adalyn. What are some things right now, team-wise, that you guys feel like you're doing really well, and maybe what are some things that you need to work on if you're going to make another run to the Final Four?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're struggling with something early in the year, so you try to fix it, and then something else falls apart. Right now, I think our passing's gotten a lot better from where it started early in the year. We need to get back to practicing and figuring how to put teams away. I feel like we had the lead for, especially last night, for majority of the game, and then the last 4 or 5 minutes it kind of got away from us. So yeah, and these girls are equipped to do all that, and we're gonna take care of it in practice and hopefully get ready for Saturday and get back in that win column.
Are you guys relatively healthy right now for this point of the season?
Yeah, relatively. We are missing one of our starters. She's probably our 4 or 5 girl who rebounds a lot, out with pneumonia this past week during the couple of games in the tournament. But we did lose one of our sophomores last night with another knee injury. God bless her. This will be her 3rd knee injury in less than 2 years. So we're going to have to, search real deep and go into that bench a little bit and find some girls who can step on the floor and contribute.
Outstanding. Well, Coach Wiggans, I greatly appreciate you setting this up on short notice. Always great to talk with you folks there at Helias Catholic. I've always enjoyed it. And Adalyn, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Guy.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Keep it right here at the Missouri Sports Network.